Good evening, everybody. June 2nd. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. We're going to get right into it. COVID-19 numbers for the state of Wyoming. There's been 701 lab-confirmed cases. Out of those lab-confirmed cases, 534 of them have recovered. There's been 211 probable cases. Out of those, 158 of them have recovered. We have had 17 deaths, however. On to Johns Hopkins with global numbers and U.S. numbers. There is 6.339 million confirmed cases around the world. And there's a little over 1.828 million in the U.S. alone. So we're the leader in confirmed coronavirus cases. Good, bad? Probably not good. Anyway, there's 378,266 confirmed deaths, and 106,046 of those deaths are in the U.S. Okay, now on to some global news about the coronavirus, but not like the numbers. Kind of about the numbers. I'll just read it to you. China delayed releasing coronavirus information, frustrating the World Health Organization. Bet some of you guys saw that one coming. I'm just going to read the first couple paragraphs. You can find this story at the Rocket Miner website. Throughout January, the World Health Organization publicly praised China for what it called a speedy response to the new coronavirus. It repeatedly thanked the Chinese government for sharing the genetics map of the virus immediately, and said there's actually quotations in the article, and said its work and commitment to transparency were very impressive and beyond words. But behind the scenes, it was a much different story. One of the significant delays by China and considerable frustration among WHO officials over not getting the information they needed to fight the spread of the deadly virus. Yeah, so basically they didn't get, they kind of like thought that they were getting it out quick, but they weren't, from what I gathered. Okay, now on to some more pop culture news. If you guys are Tiger King fans, if you're Joe Exotic fans, you're not going to like this. But if you're, just a fan of the show, you're going to like this. This is fun. This show took over the world, guys. It took over the world. So, I'm just going to read the headline, because I'm kind of a Joe Exotic guy. Judge gives control of Joe Exotic Zoo to Carol Baskins. Guess she got the last laugh. He's in jail. She got a zoo. Not much else I can say about that. Alright, on to some more local issues. I'm just going to read this out to you. It's pretty short. Local protesters decry police brutality in Rock Springs, guys. So, wanting to exercise their First Amendment right, a group of peaceful protesters are organizing events throughout the weekend to show that they too are against police brutality in America. On Tuesday, today, residents stood with signs and shirts on a carefully selected spot near Walgreens on Dewar Drive. In Rock Springs, we chose it because of the beautiful American flag above us. One of the protesters said, signs that read, "I can't breathe," and shirts with George Floyd on them were in reference to the man who died in Minneapolis last week, whose death has become a rallying point against police brutality. Though Floyd was handcuffed, a police officer knelt on Floyd's neck for several minutes, even after he pleaded for air and then stopped moving. A wave of protests and demonstrations have followed in the wake of his death. When asked about the turnout in Rock Springs, a protester who declined to be identified said he was hopeful there would be more. "I hope so. If not, I will keep standing here," he added. People yelled in support from their vehicles as they drove by. "There has been more support than resistance, but there has been resistance. We were followed after we were done protesting last night," a protester said Tuesday. Group members said that they felt that this was an important movement in order to bring criminal justice reform that has been needed for a long time. Looking at Wyoming, one said, "Absolutely, it's important. We're the equality state." He's right. We got to live up to the name here. In order to protect themselves and practicing social distancing to prevent the spread of COVID-19, protest participants watched over each other very closely and looked out for one another throughout the day. After starting protests Monday night, they plan to continue the whole day Tuesday despite experiencing resistance. According to a Facebook post, there will be more protests in Rock Springs from noon to 5 p.m. June 5th through the 8th at the flagpole on Dewar Drive. The same post states that there will be a candlelight vigil from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on June 8th at Bunning Park in Rock Springs. That candlelight vigil is to honor George Floyd. Tragic what happened to him. Just sad day. So, I am going to end this off with just a fun fact, a little historical fact for y'all. In 2017, Wonder Woman, who was directed by Patty Jenkins, came out. And it earned over $100 million in North America on its opening weekend. That is a domestic record for a female director. Way to go, Patty. We're proud of you. All right, everybody. Guys, I'm just going to leave you with this. Respect one another. Love one another. Treat everyone around you how you'd want to be treated. And stay safe. Wash your hands. Keep social distancing. And just love your neighbor, man. Just love your neighbor, everybody. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated. I cannot stress that enough. Have a good night, everybody.